So Loomis is back in Halloween Kills. Yeah, we know. Let's talk some details. How's it going? Happy Monday to all you guys out there. This is Fandom Empire, and I'm your host, Sean. Thanks for taking a couple of minutes of your day to sit down and talk some Halloween with us. So, warning off the top, this might come across as bragging or salty. That's not meant to be the case, but I do think credibility is important when it comes to YouTube, so it's not just some random dude in his mom's basement spewing off shit. No, this is not my mom's basement. I haven't lived with my mom in 15 years, so not that. Anyway, we had the Loomis stuff, guys. I've gotten so many messages, whether it's on Instagram or Facebook or email. How come you haven't done a video on the Loomis news? Well, we did 3 months ago. That's right. So that little graphic we displayed at the beginning, go back, check that video out, and you'll see that we legit had this 3 months ago. And, we don't have a website, so these bigger sites that are running it now can't link us back as a source. We are working on a website that is coming, so hopefully you guys will all enjoy that. But it's nice to have some credibility. So anybody out there who's questioning whether we know what the hell we're talking about or not, head back into that video almost 3 months ago and see that we, in fact, do know what we're talking about. Anyways, though, guys, let's jump to our multiple choice question of the day. Who are you most excited to see return in Halloween Kills? Is it A, Tommy Doyle, or B, Lindsay Wallace? For me, I'm just going to be outright with it. I love Tommy Doyle. I really like Anthony Michael Hall. Really stoked to see his character in this movie. I've heard nothing but amazing things about his character in this movie. Question is, who do you guys want to see return more? Tommy Doyle or Lindsay Wallace? Comment down in the comment section below. We want to know what you think and continue that healthy conversation we've had going on in the comment section. All right, guys, let's jump into the nitty-gritty of this video. The nitty-gritty of this video is obviously the Loomis return. So, as you know, I floated out there at the beginning. We've had this for almost 3 months. So we're going to get into some of the details since every, aunt, uncle, cousin, and mailman's hamster seems to be running it out there on YouTube now. We'll run some details that they aren't running to prove furthermore that we do know what we're talking about here. So this can get spoilery. If you don't want any spoilers, now's the time to tune out. We usually don't go even this far into them, but we're going to just to prove a point here. First up, Loomis is returning, which is fantastic. It is CG, at least a part of it is, but it's very well done. Like you sit there and you think about the budget for Halloween movies, and you go, oh, wow, I can't believe they forked out for that. This isn't Loomis off in the distance, 30, 40, 50 feet away. This isn't an over-the-shoulder shot with just the voiceover guy from Halloween 2018, who we believe is doing the voice for Loomis in this movie. This isn't just a quick side shot. It's not a 5-second cameo and he's done. No, you're going to get Loomis front and center right in front of the camera during this flashback that we keep talking about. And I think that people are going to be really happy with what they get here. This is extremely nostalgia-driven. It's some high-quality shit, guys. It's not 5 seconds and done. Don't go out there and say, Sean from Fandom Empire said Loomis is in the movie for 5 minutes of screen time. We're not saying that. It's just not a moment that passes by quickly. He has dialogue. He has multiple lines. Not only is he talking and having actions in front of the camera, you're hearing him off the camera. You're also seeing him in the second flashback, as long as that doesn't get cut out. He's got quite a bit in this movie, guys, at least quite a bit in terms of if you compare it to what you thought Loomis might have between the over-the-shoulder shot or the side shot. That's not the case in this movie. He has a lot more than that. I don't want to put like a number on the screen time because I don't think it's fair. But I do think you could say 1 to 2 minutes, maybe even more. He's definitely in the back half of the first flashback and the focus in the second part of the flashback. So yeah, Loomis is back, guys, and he's back in a big way, and he's going to be front and center for just a little bit of time in the movie, not just a quick, oh, there's Loomis and gone in 5 or 10 seconds. What they've done is really wonderful. It definitely is a fun and loving tribute to the great late Donald Pleasance, and I think people are really going to like this. I do question if some people are going to like what happens in the second flashback. I think some traditionalists might be a little turned off about it, but all in all, I personally like it. It looks fantastic. It sounds fantastic. And it's a ballsy move, to be honest, to go out there and do something like this on what's still a relatively low budget movie, although a bigger budget than you might think in comparison to Halloween 2018. We'll talk about that in a future video. Loomis, for all intents and purposes, is back as much as he can be. And it's great. I think people are going to love it. Halloween diehards are going to go nuts in the theaters. There's no assuming that it comes out in theaters, and I do believe it is coming out in theaters. More on that later. I think people are going to be just thrilled with what is presented in this movie. Comment down in the comment section below. What do you think of these details about Dr. Loomis returning in Halloween Kills? Are you happy that they're going this far with it? Should they have toned it back, just pulled it back a little and just done over the shoulder or like a side portfolio shot? Or are you happy that they're using CG, they're using the voiceover guy, and he's going to be front and center for a little bit of this movie anyway? And, it's a ballsy move. What do you guys think? Comment down in the comment section below. We want to know what you think about this. This is obviously a hot topic out there, one that we had 3 months ago. Just saying. So anybody who's doubting the credibility of this channel can probably lay that to rest. And if you can't, then I don't know what to tell you. We've received a bunch of questions on the last video we did, the overall theme of Halloween Kills. And I said it was a little vague, and I went back and rewatched it, and it probably was a little vague. Usually we give a little more than that. So I want to just jump back and dive in a little bit into the theme of the movie again. So when I said the theme is an ensemble movie, first time ever Halloween movies have really been an ensemble. I did mean it in every sense of the word, But when I say it's an ensemble movie, let's be honest. So Halloween 2018 and the original Halloween, they're Laurie Strode's movies. Yeah, there's other characters, but she's the front and center. It's her story. Halloween Kills, well, obviously is continuing the story of Laurie Strode and Michael Myers. I would argue it's not her movie, guys. In my opinion, Halloween Kills belongs to a Fab Five ensemble. That's right, 5, count them. And those 5 are obviously Karen, Allison, Lindsay, Tommy, and yes, even Lonnie. Those 5 really carry the narrative of this movie from start to finish. And there's another character that I can't talk about that you could even include in, so it might even be a Fab 6. And it's an ensemble, guys, and those 5 drive the narrative of this movie, and they have more to do, specifically the 3 returning characters, than you might think. They really honestly do. And to me, it's their movie. As much as it's going to be a Michael Myers, revenge movie, a movie about the shape, and, you probably shouldn't get in his way if you just pissed him off, and it absolutely is that. It's also their movie too, and those guys push the story. And without those characters, I would say that the movie wouldn't have the feeling that it absolutely does have. And it's so hopefully that provides you a little more details on the theme. It's really focused around those 5 characters, and Lindsay, Tommy, and Lonnie all have a lot more than you might think. Specifically, Tommy and Lonnie do a wonderful job of pushing this story in different directions, whether it's back in 1978 or in the current timeline, 2018. Lot to come, guys, with this movie, and I'm excited. So let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think of those details. Also, we did a video, pretty recently, where a bunch of you were guessing the character I was talking about in the flashback was Loomis. The overwhelming majority of you guys were going on in the comment section saying, oh, well, he's clearly talking about Loomis. Well, I was talking about Loomis in this video, in that particular video that I did, where I was talking about a character serving a massive purpose to the overall narrative of the movie and is front and center in the flashback, is in fact not Loomis. It's another character. Loomis's part is important in the flashback, but who I was talking about back then, definitely another character. So there's some Halloween Kills tidbits for all you guys. Also, guys, we're doing our first Halloween live stream. We could talk about other horror movies too. That is going to be Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern. So hopefully you guys intend to make it. Comment down in the comment section below if you intend to hit up our live stream on Friday. We'll be doing an Ask Me Anything. And we'll just have some fun with it. Maybe we'll go 15 minutes, 20 minutes, an hour. It's going to depend on the amount of questions. If you want your questions ahead of time to be, answered with priority, then feel free to hit us up on Instagram, which is at FandomEmpireNow, or the Camp Haddonfield podcast. If you're a Star Wars fan, Star Wars Renegades. You can also hit us up on Twitter at FandomEmpireNow and at SWRenegades. Also, we have our Camp Haddonfield podcast. It will record its first episode next week, and it's going to be centered around a specific Halloween topic, so look forward to that. You can actually probably already, if you're on Spotify or Apple Podcast, it's probably already up there. There's a little trailer we did, very short, nothing even remotely creative. It was just to get the RSS feeds active. So look out for that. Also, if you want to support the channel in a different way, we have a Patreon, www.patreon.com/FandomEmpire. You can check out our exclusive content that goes up there. Big thanks to Joey, Aaron, Joseph, Nick, Kenny, Brianna, Matt, James, Brian, Reno, Aaron, and Jim. All right, guys, that is going to do it for this Halloween video. Yeah, hopefully there a few of the doubters out there are now going, oh, wow, these guys at Fandom Empire. And it's not just me. There's other people that really help push this content. Know what they're talking about. And yes, that man right there is in fact coming, because he is the boogeyman.